Hi everyone, it's A John. I make cryptocurrency videos specifically about Dogecoin, the news, and the technicals, aka the sticks. In this video here, I'm gonna cover the sticks and in particular here. So let's get to it, all right? And of course, I want you to do me a favor and subscribe or like and put a comment below about what you think about how I cover the sticks here, because I am seeing a really good pattern here, and I think this is gonna be our next breakout pattern here. So stay tuned and watch all the way and check it out. So I'll start the daily chart as I always do for the most part. We can see that the MACD, I always go back to this because it's kind of very important for me. I use it as a very good indicator. I mean, it's not the all and be all, but there are many factors, but this is one of them though. You can see the MACD right here. It's literally going flat now. Before it was doing a curling action before. Now it's flat, which is good. Which is good. Before when it was curling on a descent here. But from that point on, it curled enough to the point where now it's flatline now, which is good. Flatlining in a bullish area means that the next move is that the next curl we see, it'll be pointing up, which is up towards the moon, guys. When that happens, we're gonna see on a daily our next trade trajectory, and it could be our next bullish move for a very, very potentially strong movement here. So it's been literally resetting for about, let's see how many, it's been resetting for about, let's see now. I would say it's been resetting for about 3 weeks so far. It's been trading range bound for almost 3 weeks for the most part. It started off for the first 2 weeks, it was kind of strong, or 11 days, and then after that, it just tapered off into just basically boringness for the next 11 days here. So when you see that happen, that means that we are near the almost end of the cycle here, which means that we may start a new breakout, and I suspect a breakout will go this direction here, just based on some of the technical signs I see right there, and all the news coming out recently, right? For the past few weeks, the news has been pretty much trickling in, but all of a sudden now we're seeing all this news in Vegas, coin flip ATMs, Mark Cuban, etc. All at the same time right here, right? I mean, call me crazy, but in the stock market, that happens. Usually, you're gonna see a giant move in the coming days or weeks to come, you know. And prior to that, there was pretty much almost no news whatsoever, as far as I can remember, or any news that was significant, you know, or anything that actually moved the market, in my opinion. But now we're seeing all this come out here. I think we're gonna go out and we're gonna go see higher highs very soon in the future here. I would say that we're gonna see this kind of a pattern here, something like this, you know. How long it takes, yeah, like I said in my previous videos, it could be another week or two. But based on me seeing the the new evolution of the MACD and how it becomes now it's flat now, to me it's saying we're getting sooner rather than later here. So I may just do a buy soon, and actually I'll buy some right now, but I'll do it after the video though. I don't want to hold the video for you guys because you guys don't want to see that stuff, so it's fine. Yeah. So I see that happening here. But now let's go back to the forward chart here and see, where should we start buying, right? So this is kind of what I'm gonna start doing now before I start buying. Cause I'm gonna buy a larger order, maybe 10% in my portfolio now, you know. So now I'm being more picky about when I start buying, you know. So let me show you a forward chart here. So a forward chart, you can see on a MACD right here. Okay, cool. You can see that it's starting to downtrend now right here, right? So So this tells me that in the coming days, we may or may not see a higher movement in an interim, right? We could break down, which doesn't seem likely at the moment, given the fact that we've been trading up on this new uptrend channel for the past few days already. So this tells me that we may establish a pattern here, and then when we break out of 5-2, that or five, I'm sorry, 525, that'll be when we start seeing a new upward channel trade on the daily as well. But I mean, this could take a little longer, right? It could be a few days, a few weeks. I mean, or it could trade range bound again, right? But given the fact that this current temporary uptrend channel here is banging back and forth here, and it keeps on making higher lows and higher highs to some degree. Well, we're seeing more higher lows and higher highs actually. But the fact that it's hitting this temporary resistance though, right? and I feel like we're gonna break it soon because it's trying so many times, and every time um and every time we hit it and we don't break out of it, we go back down, but we go back down lower, but on a higher low though. Sorry, on a higher low. So that tells me that hey, people are buying it more and more and more and more, and as soon as they see a dip, which tells me that people are getting tired of this range bound trade, and they're willing to push it up soon. So we may see some bigger buys in the future. And from that point on, you'll be seeing me do a bigger buy as well because I'm seeing it coming here as well. So that means that you want to start buying as well. So yes, this new current upward trend here. If it breaks, then okay, we can go back. We can test 4.9, 4.7, and possibly 4.5. But if it keeps this up, I suspect we're actually going to see a new upward trend. And currently, the daily chart sort of supports it, but it hasn't started ticking upwards yet. It started flatlining, so it means like it's getting even more boring. So you're having even more accumulation, and every time you accumulate, for each day that progresses, the range gets narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower. So eventually, it's gonna break out up or down. But given all of the technicals, all the news I'm seeing, there's nowhere to go up in my opinion. It's gonna go up for sure, almost for sure. That's why I'm willing to do a bigger buy because I suspect that when we break out on the next cycle upwards, I'm not sure if fives will be in the books in the future. I think it may disappear, so we may never see it again. But of course, it's hard to say, right? Things always change and everything. But based on what I see right now, I foresee that not happening anymore, because the last time this happened right here, right? The last lows were like 3.6, 3.5, and after that we haven't seen it ever again. So I suspect on next upcycle here, we may never see the fives again, or even the fours in this case here. So if you were to buy, I would buy soon. I know I will. So again, I don't get financial advice. I'm just expressing to you guys what I would personally do here. So yeah, let's go to a 15-minute chart here because this is how I really use it. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I really use to do my buys right here, right? But let me go to a 4 real quick here and show you that. Okay, yes, we currently have a death cross where the 50 goes under 200 MA on a forward chart here. So we're currently bearish here, but you can see that we've been doing it for maybe like 6 days now or something like that. So, I mean, obviously, the 28th to the 7th, maybe 7 or 8 days or whatever. So we're still trading that direction here, but I suspect if we keep on just accumulating on this very narrow range here, we're going to start seeing the 50 MA start ticking up on a forward chart as well. And when that happens here, I believe we're going to start seeing a bigger movement happening in the very, very near future here. The 15-minute chart here is what I use to kind of do my buys. So basically, when I see it hit around possibly around 507 or even around there, I'm gonna start buying. I could probably just buy right now and not even care about it. But it's a weekend. It's Sunday out some time, so I'm gonna watch it. While I watch some TV. If it hits it, I'm just gonna throw a buy and just buy it. And I can see that happening. To be honest, I can see that happening. But currently, when you see this right here, this current 15-minute chart here like this is kind of a bearish pattern here. It's not really, it isn't necessarily bullish though, but you can see that we're still in upward channel here, and it hasn't broke this upward channel for many days already. And this resistance of like say 518 here, it's been trying multiple times. You can see it keeps on trying over and over. You can see it here. Let's see. Let's count quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22. Okay, I would say we try at least 25 to 26 times here, and every time it gets rejected, we go to a higher low as well. Given that fact we're seeing right now, I think we're gonna break out of it sooner rather than later, and when we do, we're gonna be going up. And I suspect by somewhere near the end of the day, maybe around 4 p.m. ish, or even possibly tomorrow overnight, we're gonna see that either we break out of this trend, this upward channel, or we break down. Either we break up out of this channel or we break down. So I still suspect that 525 will be the next resistance of the longer trend here. So if it breaks 515, the next one will be 525. If it breaks out as well, then you know what, guys, we're still gonna. That means that we're still continuing the upward channel for the most part, and that's extremely bullish, in my opinion, on a more narrow time frame here. So again, I use this time frame as where I want to start looking to buy. You know, my purchases for the most part, and I'm looking to buy either 507 or anything below that. So I'll be watching a little bit today. And you know what? We're done here. And as always, subscribe, like, and leave me a comment below about your trades here. Okay, I plan on probably doing me a $500 buy today, so or me tomorrow, depending on how the chart looks. So I'm just gonna watch it, and if you're gonna start buying, I would watch it too. Keep an eye on it because you need to, unless you don't care. As always, catch you on next one. Have a doggy day. I'm out. Bye.